this area here. Okay, so that's all that cut off there. Got my curve to get that curve like that. So I grinded there. So this is how this thing came out. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and to another video. In this video, we're back on the back doors of the panel van. Well, virtually just the one door. The other door I done work on before, and I kind of regard that as done. There's just a few rust spots on there. So I hope you're finding the series quite exciting thus far. Enjoy this video. Okay, so we're back on the door, guys. In the previous video I showed me manufacturing this corner. This corner is based on this corner here. If you missed that video, go back and view it. You will see how I manufactured that. Whilst you're viewing that, subscribe as well. Anyway, so it's this corner time. This corner I will be basing on this corner here minus this ridge. Alright, so I'll be taking all these measurements here, and very similar to the way I manufactured this, I'll be manufacturing this. This as it's standing now, this is way too high, so I'll probably be snipping this down and shrinking this lot down. We're doing something like that there. But until then, I'm going to start manufacturing this corner. Okay, so the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to chop this a bit further back. I'm going to chop it at least off here somewhere. Get rid of all of this here, because if you look inside you can see it's got a double skin, and that second skin on the inside, that's still from the original door, because I just put on top of it. So I'll be chopping this lot off here, because as you can see on this ridge here, it's quite wide and it narrows considerably here. So I'll be chopping this off first, then I'm going to mark out on the plate. Okay, let's go. Okay, so that's all that cut off there. I cleaned up all the paint and the filler that was there. Here you can see here's a double ridge here from the old existing lip, which was welded on the other side here. So I'm actually going to leave this here. I always like leaving some original steel, simply because it adds strength to what I'm busy with here. So that makes it nice and rigid. So yeah, I'm going to start measuring out and constructing this corner now. Okay guys, so that's all that's marked out here. This section here is the lip. That corner is going to be the corner here. And obviously this is the height. The bend is going to be on top here, and this is all the excess, sorry, this here. So okay, let me cut this out and start fabricating. Alright, so as you saw there, I bent this over now. This side is 35 and the opposite side is 30, where she kind of drops. So I made a full lip here, but that I'll trim to suit, to fit inside this lip there. So basically she will sit something like that. She will basically sit something like that. All I'll do now is I'll just try to I'll make this, when I do this section here, is when I'll start cutting this up here to start getting the round bit. You know, to make the corner more round and not a pointy edge there. But that I'll do. It's just a matter of splitting it and then knocking the steel over. So I'll carry on with this, guys. Okay, so I bent this now like this. And this will lay something like this here. So far from done. Alright guys, let me just give you a quick update as to what's going on here. So I bent this plate like that, got my corner, got that joint in there. Obviously when I weld up, I'll make everything right there. This must obviously be cut off here because this plate got a bit of a curve. So then this one that I made for this here earlier on, that goes there, I'm actually going to chop this section out here so that it can join up with this section here. And then I'm going to heat this corner up to get it nice and round. Cut that out to fit neatly in the profile. I actually just cut this lip a little bit more away here. And then I'll chop this area up here to fit in there. Then I'll put that there and then I'll just see where we're at. Right. Let's go. This piece here I cut out to go in like that. Go something like that. They kind of lining up like that. But then I realized that this section here actually starts curving already here. Let me just show you on here on this other door. There, you see there? So there's actually a curve there already. And if you look at this thing here, it must actually run here and then it actually curves here. So I think my next one, I'm going to put this on the burner and I'm going to put this on the back burner. I'll put this two on the back burner. And I'm actually going to concentrate now on this curve here and see how that comes out. Alright, I've been working on this. As you can see, I have to cut and I have to shrink here to get that curve like that. And then I have to cut here and shrink on this side here to get the curve the opposite way. And that is kind of resembling that somewhat there. Not 100%, but I'll make it as near as damn it. So this is the door here. Obviously this will go in there, you know, and that will be down. So she will look something like that to that side. I'll work all this in now. So basically I got now a 3-piece or 4-piece set, which I must weld together and tack where I must. Okay guys, I think at this stage I'm going to take this thing and weld this lot up and complete this corner before I get any further. Right, I'll put you on time lapse. Okay guys, so that's it. I welded this on the outside like that, and this is how it came out on the inside. I grinded there, so looking inevitably I'm going to have to put body filler here, so So I'll be grinding all of this here and smoothening this out with filler. So it might look rough now, but I'm sure when I'm done it will look okay. So I'm going to carry on with this now and finish off this whole section here. I'll show you the end result. Alright, just another quick update again, guys. I'm doing a lot of work behind off camera. I got all this now on here, got this all tacked up here, got that joint in there, got my curve going around there. I'm gonna just grind that nice and neat there. So I'm going to join this here now, and then I'll be working this whole edge here. So I'll be pulling this closer, you know, manipulating the steel a bit here to get this all basically in one. Okay, let's crack on, guys. Okay, as you saw there, guys, I just gave it some tacks. I welded there and I grinded a little bit in this area, and I just tacked this along here. So I got this hole here, but I'll put a patch in there, and then I'll actually just grind all along weld all along there, all along here. But I'll first double check to make sure everything is basically in position. And obviously this corner which I showed you early on, but that I'll put on last, because I'll have to cut and manipulate that corner to suit here. But yeah, I think we starting to take some shape here. This I'm going to do all off camera now, guys. I'm going to do all of this off camera. I'll show you the end result. Okay, there we go, guys. This is how this thing came out. It's not too bad. This was 3 days of work, guys. It took some time, but that's how it came out. Alright, I'll call this door a win. What's left for me now is to do this little rust spots on top here. I'm not going to show you guys that. Yeah, at last. And of course, to trim this edge, I just gave it some tacks here, but this edge must still be trimmed. But that I'll do once I fit it to the car, just to make sure that I got the length of the door right. Once it's fitted, I'll trim that, and then I'll weld that edges. Alright, I'm ending this one here, guys. This has been a long 3 days. This door drained every bit of skill embedded in me, but I enjoyed every moment of it, and I hope you guys have as well. If you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up, comment if you want to, hit the notification bell, subscribe, tell your friends about it, tell your family members about it, tell whoever you know is interested in Fords, especially those that maybe have a panel van that might show some interest, and let's get them to subscribe and help me grow this channel. There's plenty of more videos to come as I go around repairing this van, guys. So I hope you're enjoying it thus far, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers for now.